Have you ever felt inexplicably drawn to someone who seemed to have it all together at first, only to later realize they were manipulating you, draining your energy, and leaving you emotionally exhausted? Perhaps you've found yourself in relationships where your kindness and sensitivity were used against you, leaving you questioning why you were so vulnerable. If you've ever been in a relationship with someone who seemed charming and captivating, only to discover their dark side later, you may have fallen victim to a narcissist. But what makes some people more susceptible to these toxic individuals than others? Why do empaths, the kind-hearted souls with immense capacity for empathy, and the so-called chosen ones, those who seem to be destined for something greater, often fall prey to narcissists? In this video, we'll explore the psychology behind this dynamic, delving into the reasons why empaths, and those with a heightened sense of purpose, are often the narcissist's favorite target. Stay tuned to uncover the intricate relationship between narcissism and empathy, and learn how to protect yourself from falling victim to this devastating cycle. Before we dive deep into this topic, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with anyone who might benefit from understanding how to navigate the manipulative tactics of narcissists. Let's get started. At first glance, narcissists appear to be the complete opposite of empaths. Narcissists are often charming, charismatic, and masterful at reading people's weaknesses. They crave admiration and attention, often using manipulation to get what they want. On the other hand, empaths are highly sensitive individuals who are naturally attuned to the emotions of others. They tend to give without expecting anything in return, often finding joy in helping others and nurturing their relationships. Despite these differences, there's a deep psychological connection that makes empaths and narcissists an unfortunate match made in hell. Narcissists are known to seek out individuals who will feed their ego, provide them with validation, and allow them to maintain their inflated sense of self-importance. Empaths, with their boundless compassion and desire to help, unknowingly become a perfect target for narcissists. Narcissists are incredibly skilled at exploiting the vulnerabilities of others, and empaths' willingness to nurture others makes them an easy target. The empath's desire to heal, love, and care for others can be manipulated by the narcissist, who feeds off the energy and emotional investment that the empath provides. But why do empaths fall into this trap so easily? One reason is that empaths often struggle with setting boundaries. Because they are so attuned to the emotions of others, they tend to put others' needs before their own, often neglecting their own well-being. This makes them more susceptible to narcissists who exploit this lack of boundaries, gradually chipping away at their sense of self-worth. Narcissists often start by showering the empath with love and admiration, only to later use this affection as a tool for manipulation. The empath, not realizing that they are being manipulated, becomes emotionally invested in the relationship, making it even harder to break free. The dynamic between narcissists and empaths can also be explained through the concept of love bombing. When a narcissist first meets an empath, they often use charm and affection to win them over, making the empath feel special and adored. This overwhelming affection can make the empath feel validated and appreciated, and they may find it hard to believe that anyone would ever want to hurt them. However, once the narcissist has secured the empath's trust, they begin to show their true colors, manipulating, belittling, and emotionally abusing them. This cycle of idealization followed by devaluation is what keeps the empath hooked, as they continuously hope for the return of the loving and caring person they first encountered. Another reason why empaths are particularly vulnerable to narcissists is their strong sense of responsibility for others' emotions. Empaths feel deeply connected to the people around them, and they may take on the emotional burdens of others without realizing the toll it takes on their own mental health. Narcissists, on the other hand, have little to no empathy for others, and they are only interested in how they can use others to serve their own needs. When an empath and a narcissist come together, the empath's caring nature is often exploited, leaving them feeling drained and emotionally depleted. In addition to empaths, chosen ones, or those who feel destined for a greater purpose, are also prime targets for narcissists. The concept of the chosen one refers to individuals who have a deep sense of purpose and believe they are meant for something greater than the average person. These individuals often possess unique talents, a strong sense of intuition, and a desire to make a positive impact on the world. While this sense of purpose can be empowering, it also makes them vulnerable to narcissists who prey on their idealism and desire for greatness. Narcissists are often attracted to those who are destined for success or greatness, as they believe that being associated with such individuals will elevate their own status. Narcissists will often flatter the chosen one, feeding their ego and encouraging them to believe that they are indeed destined for greatness. However, the narcissist's ultimate goal is not to support the chosen one's success, but to ensure that they remain in control. By manipulating the chosen one's sense of purpose, the narcissist can ensure that they are the center of attention and can continue to feed off the chosen one's energy and achievements. One of the key reasons why the chosen one is vulnerable to narcissistic manipulation is their idealism. These individuals often believe in the goodness of people and are willing to see the best in others, even when it's clear that someone is taking advantage of them. Narcissists exploit this idealism by presenting themselves as the person who will help the chosen one achieve their goals, only to later manipulate and control them for their own gain. The chosen one, in turn, often finds it difficult to recognize the narcissist's true intentions, as they are blinded by their desire for validation and success. The relationship between narcissists and their targets, whether empaths or chosen ones, is marked by a cycle of manipulation, emotional abuse, and control. Narcissists use charm, affection, and flattery to win over their targets, only to later use these tactics to maintain control and drain the target's emotional energy. The empath, with their deep sense of empathy and desire to help, becomes an easy target, while the chosen one's idealism and sense of purpose make them vulnerable to exploitation. The narcissist thrives on the emotional energy and validation provided by these individuals, and they will stop at nothing to keep their victims under their control. So, how can empaths and chosen ones protect themselves from falling victim to narcissists? The first step is to recognize the signs of narcissistic behavior. Narcissists are often charming and charismatic, but their behavior is manipulative and self-serving. They will use flattery and affection to win you over, only to later devalue and control you. It's essential to set strong boundaries and trust your instincts. If something feels off in a relationship, don't ignore those feelings. Take a step back and evaluate the situation objectively. Another way to protect yourself is to focus on self-care and emotional resilience. Empaths often neglect their own needs in favor of others, but it's crucial to prioritize your own well-being. Practice setting healthy boundaries and learn to say no when necessary. Surround yourself with supportive people who respect your boundaries and encourage your personal growth. The chosen one, too, should focus on nurturing their own sense of purpose and not rely on others for validation. Recognize that you are worthy of success and happiness on your own, and don't allow anyone, especially a narcissist, to manipulate or control you. In closing, narcissists are drawn to individuals who are caring, compassionate, and driven by a sense of purpose. Empaths and chosen ones often fall victim to narcissists because of their vulnerabilities, whether it's their lack of boundaries, their desire to help others, or their idealism. However, by recognizing the signs of narcissistic manipulation and prioritizing self-care, you can protect yourself from falling prey to these toxic individuals. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to help others recognize and protect themselves from narcissistic abuse. Stay strong and keep your boundaries intact.